All right, let's do it. Welcome back. Jason Bible, Robert Orfino, Texas Real Estate Radio Network.
So we got about a little over $5 million to sell.
Yeah, about $5 million.
Yeah, about $5 million worth of properties, and 2 are for sure retail. Maybe 4.
Goldman Sachs shows a stunning chart on the number of single-family homes available for sale has hit a 3-decade low, a 30-year low.
Wow.
What does that mean? That means there's a massive supply shortage and incredible demand.
Yeah, I think we...
Nationwide, we're under 2 months.
We're going to stick to the 20%. Just 20%.
What do you mean the 20%?
Well, that's only going to sell 20%. I'm tempted to sell the whole dang thing, right?
I was having that thought this morning as I was...
Liquidate everything.
I was over at Eddie... I was over at the Spring Branch house trying to get the pool filled back up.
Yeah.
And the hose is too short, all this nonsense. And I'm standing there. I took a picture of the hose was like 5 feet too short to the pool. And I'm like, man, why don't we just sell everything, buy 2 or 3 apartments with cash? You could literally sell everything, buy a couple of apartments with cash and make like $250,000 a year free and clear real estate. I'm like, man, that sounds good. Just ride the bike all day. I'd have another place in Tulum. I'd have a place down in Surfside. I'm like, it sounds a lot easier than trying to get to $1 billion.
I don't know. We'll 20%.
20%.
Maybe, we'll see what happens in August. Maybe if it's still as crazy as it is now, then
it's gonna get worse.
Yeah, maybe we might put, I don't know, another $2 million on the market.
Well, here's the other problem. People really haven't started moving yet.
That is true.
I think folks don't realize that. They're like, wow, this Houston real estate market's real hot. And I'm like, but for 2 things. People really haven't started moving, and then oil is finally starting to come back.
Yeah.
So, and once I know everyone wants to talk about COVID, but the medical center has been just eviscerated because of COVID.
Yep.
Hospitals don't make money from this COVID stuff. They make money from surgery, period. So the idea, or any other long-term treatment. So these guys have gotten crushed the last year. So what happens when all that comes back? People get sick of the states they're in. They start moving. And then oil pops back up. You think this real estate market is hot now. Wait till the end of summer. It's going to blow your mind. And then on top of that, we have hedge funds that are buying entire neighborhoods. Like, you guys have no idea what's going to happen next. Like, I'm telling you don't, because 99% of you keep telling me that there's a real estate crash coming. And I'm like, I feel like Michael Burry in The Big Short. Because Michael Burry was screaming from the hilltops, there's a crash coming, there's a crash coming, crash coming. Everyone laughed. And now I'm the crazy guy that's telling you there's a crisis coming and its prices are going through the roof. There's no crash coming.
Right.
And everyone's like, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. You know what you're talking about. And then
all
I'm
these forbearances, man. Forbearances, Jason.
Put them all on the market today.
Forbearances. Come on, Jason.
Put them on the market today. They'll be gone by the end of the month. It's like...
There'll be so many foreclosures in August.
Bro, I'm selling the short sale course and foreclosure class.
Yeah. Where is it?
Where are they at?
Okay, we'll see.
Well, Hidalgo closed the auction today. She did that yesterday, citing some nonsense. So Fort Bend is open, auctioning off properties. But Scott sent an email out last week. They were like, oh, there's 600 houses that are going to be on the foreclosure, the steps of the courthouse. And I'm like, so we sell like 1,000 a day here.
Right.
What does that? It means nothing.
So we're down 40%. Got it.
Ooh. Yeah. The numbers are not big. People have a really hard. I will go back to what I worked for Bob for 15 years. You guys don't know who Bob Emery is. He's executive VP over at the Health Science Center. And his specialty is in data. And explaining, not just like data, like some data nerd, but it's explaining data. And so to people who don't know anything about whatever it is the subject is. So I worked for him for almost 15 years. And what he used to tell me is, Jason, as compared to what? Okay, you got this great number over here, as compared to what? Meaning compare that number to something that makes sense. It's relative, right? And that's what I keep telling. Forbearance numbers, great. How many houses are we short in inventory? In fact, I'll give you one step further. That no one said this, but I'll go ahead and put one step forward here and say those forbearances were probably houses that would have gone on the market anyway. Like when you really get down, I think those
you're
are
probably right.
properties that probably would have gone onto the market if we were in the middle of a normal market cycle.
Yeah.
But now we've got A, all this pent up demand. B, we've got these forbearances. And C, we've got people that haven't even moved yet. It's like it's going to happen so fast. You're going to look back. You know what? I could go back the last 10 years and tell you every single real estate crash that should have happened. First, it was shadow inventory. Oh, Jason,
what happened to all that shadow inventory?
There's a shadow inventory.
Where did it all
foreclosures
go,
out there.
Jason?
There's a shadow inventory. Like I remember guys walking around
Shadow
neighborhoods.
people bought the shadow
I
inventory.
know, looking around like some ninja was going to jump out
Yeah.
from my house and go shadow inventory and like cut you down or something.
What
right?
happened to all that?
I don't know.
shadow
There was
inventory?
shadow inventory. There was the hedge funds.
Hedge
buying
funds, yeah,
hedge funds were buying all the
absolutely.
rentals.
Yeah.
They're buying entire neighborhoods of rentals, and then they're going to liquidate them all at once, and they're going to lose money.
Yeah,
I'm like,
when
when
that
was the
happened?
last time a hedge fund really lost money?
Yeah, no, not
Okay, so that's not going to happen.
the hedge funds.
Yeah,
That's
the
great.
hedge funds are out there.
Ooh. Always the
woo.
boogeyman, man.
What's funny is
Always the
we got
boogeyman.
3 funds now, and no one calls us hedge fund. That's what I think is so
Right.
funny. Most people don't know what a hedge fund is anyway, so it doesn't really matter. They put hedge in front of it, and it sounds like, ooh, they use math.
No, no. It's witches.
Oh yeah,
Like
it's
a
like witches.
hedgerow.
Yeah, it's-
Hedgerow fund, right?
That's right. Oh, maybe that's what we call it. Maybe the next fund we call the witch fund.
The witch fund, yeah.
Or the Witcher. We call it the Witcher Fund. We can have that dude out in front with a big old sword. They're full of witches over there. They use this black art called math.
So we're selling.
Yeah, we're selling some
I don't
want to
get too motivated. I know the numbers are going to come back high, and I know we're going to get a little bidding war on probably half our inventory that we're putting on the market. There's 1 or 2 guys in the mastermind who are already like, "Hey, I'm in.
Yeah, whatever.
Give
you
me the
guys
4 unit, I'm ready to go."
Yeah.
1%, I'm like, yeah, 1% all day long. I was like, all right, well, can you get me
Yeah, I don't
finance?
care. I'll
Yeah, we
take
can get
it.
you finance, no problem.
do. Yeah.
So I'll take it. It's like, you know where it is.
They're like, I don't care.
Yeah.
That's because they've been in the group for a while.
Yeah.
They're like, I don't care.
The problem is I just got text right now. I guess someone is listening. It's like, hey, I'm interested in that 7 cap. I'm like,
Yeah, I bet you are.
you're not in the
Oh,
mastermind.
that's weird. Huh.
What happened? I thought you were going to, wait, you're not in the mastermind.
Oh, now you're getting calls.
This is
Is that
that's
Airbnb
on
or
the
something?
Home Depot.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's kind of weird. It's
Yep.
well, it'll go out to the mastermind group first. Whoever passes, then we'll put it on the retail market.
Well, we got 1 or 2 stops before that. I think we can keep it off market, and then we'll go retail.
Yeah.
Yep.
Most of our stuff now, we do have some properties that we're just going to go straight to retail. I mean, it doesn't make any sense. Some of our stuff in the Heights, I mean, it's like $1 million house. Like, you guys shouldn't be. The only exit for that thing is long-term rental or, a retail, but it rents for what, $4,000 a month, if that, $2,500 a month, something like that.
Yep.
So it doesn't even make sense.
Yep.
But yeah, we're going to sell a little bit of the portfolio, take some profits, and quite honestly, just buy more stuff.
Yes. Yes, absolutely. So, all right, guys, Robert and Jason with the world-renowned Mr. Texas Real Estate. This is the Texas Real Estate Radio Network. Hey, it might be good if you joined a $25,000 or $50,000 group that let you buy a 7 cap apartment, huh?
Wait a minute. You mean you join real estate clubs to buy
yeah.
real estate?
Yeah,
Is
they
that
might
how it
actually deliver a property for you.
works? Oof.
It's interesting. All right, guys, we are going to be back shortly. Robert and Jason here. Check out our website, mrtxre.com. Not too late to join the mastermind. It's $12,500, and you got 24 hours before we go off with the internal little auction that we're going to do here. So I would definitely take a look if you're looking to buy. If you're in that catbird seat and you're prepared.
Oh, I forgot I got a webinar at 1
Oof.
that I'm going to be on. It's the new crowdfund stuff.
Oh, yeah, us too. Got it. Anyway, guys, Robert and Jason here, Mr. Texas Real Estate. Check out our website, mrtxre.com. Thank you very much. We will be back. Was that 3 or 4? 3. Okay.
You want to hear something
Hold on, I gotta
crazy?
take this.
All right.
Hello? Yeah. Yeah, how much?
Rob's doing a Home Depot order. Hopefully it's for my personal house. That's really what it should be for. A-Rock, I saw that pool and backyard looking all nice and clean. Me not living there. Not liking that at all.
Ready.
Welcome back. Jason Bible, Robert Orfino, Texas Real Estate Radio Network. Hey, I'll give you a funny little story. So I just popped in and checked something on my credit.
Mm-hmm.
I get these, you get them all the time too. You get these emailers.
Yep.
Wait, Rob and I manage our credits like how we manage our bank account. I mean,
Yeah.
we really watch like our credit profile.
At least once or twice a week.
Yeah. So I get this email. It says, hey, something's changed in your credit report. It's like, all right, fine. So I pop in over at myfico.com where I can see all 3 bureaus and I can see all the stuff there. And we pay for the premium package, whatever it is, so we can monitor everything that's going on. And sure enough, what was so funny, I think I charged $1,500, $2,000 to one of the credit cards that was at a 0 that I paid off, and it popped back up like 12 points. And then get this, a credit dispute. They haven't even done anything yet. Mm-hmm. So I had to hire a law firm. Yeah. We essentially have a law firm representing us now on our credit stuff because there's some stuff that's still not right. Just the dispute jumped at another 16. Like they've not done anything.
Right.
They just reported there's a dispute.
Yep.
And it jumped up 16 points. And I'm like, that's weird.
Yeah.
So anyway, I thought that was interesting this morning. I just got another message here from them. So whatever that means, man. I don't know.
Keep on going.
The people have told us one thing about credit reports and another, and it's kind of interesting. I don't think anybody really knows how it actually works.
Yep. They sure do pretend, though.
They sure do. What's interesting is you send off all those letters. So you get inquiries. You could send off a letter that says, hey, this inquiry's not right. Well, these credit bureaus and the creditors have got an automated system just to deal with that.
All right.
So if you're ever in one of these classes where they say, oh, yeah, you just send off this letter and it clears this off. That's not true.
No.
Because the credit bureaus and the creditors also have an automated system.
Fire back to you.
That fires a letter back to you. It says, hey, man, everything's cool. No, this is totally legit. We totally did this the right way.
Right.
So you're like, you go to these credit classes where it's like, well, you just do this and this and you can do, and this will automatically happen. It's like, nah, that's not how it works. So now I'm figuring their business model out. We're going to end up with a credit repair business.
No, we're not. No, we're not. Not that.
That's almost as shady as the real estate guru space.
Yeah, it's almost as bad as that. I think it's worse.
It might be.
Yeah. I think it's worse. Anyway, we've got some depreciation this year, so we're going to use that.
A bunch of it.
Yeah, we're going to take care of that. So, boy, that would be nice to sell a whole bunch of stuff and not pay any taxes on it.
That is going to be nice.
Very nice.
Put a mill in the pocket. It's not bad.
Well, remember, half of your mill is half of mine, right? So $500,000, yes.
Not bad.
Yeah, not bad at all. And then, just kind of get out of some things that, some hard money loans will clear that up. So this is a good year for us. I think, boy, even if you have a small 20 house portfolio, you might want to start looking at, is there two of these on here really, really hot that I can sell and take that capital and go ahead and pay off a few things? I mean, that's kind of our plan here, is hold it for 5 years. But some folks in Mastermind have already been holding for 3, and we are way beyond that 6% appreciation a year, right? So it might be time to look at some stuff and say, I'm going to sell 3 so I can keep 4 free and clear.
Well, and for those of y'all who are invested in our fund, we're taking a real hard look at some of the things in the fund to start distributing some of that equity back to you guys.
Now.
Yeah, now. We're looking at doing some of that now, which is going to blow your returns out of the water. I mean, a 9% preferred return with 10% equity, you may be looking at year one easily double digits, might be in the 20s.
Well, I mean, the fund is prime, right? Because all of us, if those things are flying up to 20%, we have another year over year of 10, 15.
Yeah.
Boy, it's hard to keep them in the fund.
It is hard to keep them
just sell 20% right off, or maybe we're selling 40% of that fund out.
Well, that's okay. But I will tell you the 3 other funds we've got, you guys are just going to invest in one of those funds anyway. And they're going to be amazing.
Right. We're not going to sell.
I'm going to give you your money back, and then I'm going to ask for it again.
Right. We're not going to give you your money back until we have another fund set up.
That's right. That's part of the game. That's exactly the game. Well, we told everybody we were going to do that from the very beginning.
Money forever. Yeah.
We're like, hey guys, this is a couple-year deal, and everyone's like, oh, okay, cool. Well, and actually, everybody who's asked in our funds have asked us this one question. They said, hey, if you guys start another fund, can we be first in? And we said, absolutely.
For sure.
So when we get the next fund up and running, we got 3, and we're going to roll one out pretty quick here.
Yep.
We're going to send an email out to everybody that's in our funds and syndication, say, hey, you guys invested with us first.
Yep.
We'll give you first shot.
Yep.
And if y'all fill the fund up, that's fine.
It's not a lot.
It just won't go out to the public.
Yep.
So for those of you that have invested with us in the past, you get first shot at the next round.
Yep.
So,
and we're doing a tiered system this time.
Yes.
So if you come in with more money, you're going to get another.
You're going to get a big sweetener.
Yeah.
Big sweetener.
Nice little sweetener. Yep.
So those of you, we're rewarding those who gave us a lot more money early on when we were still, this was our first fund. So it was my first fund. So that's what's going on.
Well,
buy more real estate.
And we're going to get to it and buy more real estate. We already have, and that next fund we already have about $2 million to move in.
Yeah.
So we're going to put $2 million into.
We got $2 million in assets. Actually, that you and I are pledging in as assets, similar to what we did in the American Recovery Fund. We went out and we bought all this stuff, and now we're just going to move it right in the fund. So there'll already be $2 million of cash producing assets.
Yep.
And I think the rehabs will probably they'll be close.
Yeah, we're pretty close.
About half of them.
Half of them are cash flowing.
Half of them are cash flowing already, and then the other ones are getting rehabs.
Yep, absolutely.
We'll just roll them in the next fund.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be a fun one.
And I'm trying. I don't want to get giddy. I don't want to jinx it, but I got a personal retirement deal that I'm 12 unit that I'm.
Oh yeah, just sniffing around on.
Getting close to closing on.
Yeah.
Hopefully 30 days. And that one is a 9 cap.
That's not bad.
Not bad at all and massive appreciation and yep. So we're moving
slowly but surely.
Yeah. So guys, you know the deal about the mastermind. If you have a 700 or higher FICO, if you make 6 figures, you have capital to deploy. We'd love to have you. Certainly, the folks that have all come in now in the last month are well beyond that. They're doing great. But tomorrow night will be really interesting to see who's showing up and who's ready to buy properties. Mm-hmm. Yep. Anything else? Oh, Tesla's cranking.
Yeah, it's
so excited. I've decided to wait for the Texas Model Y.
Yeah,
because I'm just not sure that the Fremont is doing the one-piece casting on the rear and the front.
I can't imagine they are because it's so expensive to buy a new casting machine, right?
I'm just not sure they are. I know they cleaned it up a little bit, which made the tolerances come in line. But I think I'm going to wait for Texas. But I watched a guy last night who reverse engineered the Cybertruck Owners Club and believes that there's 2 million pre-orders on the Cybertruck.
Really?
So even if he's off by 30%, 1.4 million. Here's the kicker, Jason. Let's just use 1.4 million. 74% bought the self-driving.
Really? That's it?
$8 billion they're going to make on just the software.
Jeez.
So they're sitting on about 100 billion, maybe a little bit more of pre-orders.
Yeah.
150 billion.
What I think's so funny is when you hear people say, "Well, the pre-order was only $100, and how many of those are going to be closed?" I'm like, I bet 80% of them close. Well, I bet 80% buy.
I figure 70%.
Because they're guys like me that are like, I got a truck, I love my Tundra, it's fantastic, but you're telling me I can take my gas bill to 0, and it drives itself, and it's 1,100 horsepower.
Yeah.
It is faster. It's almost faster than the brand new Corvette. Think about that for a minute. A truck is almost faster than the brand new Corvette that just came out.
Well, I think the tri-motor will be.
I think it will be too. It'll probably be in the 10s when it's finally out.
Hey guys, thanks for listening. We'll be back tomorrow night.
Was that number 4?
That was number 4.
Looky there.